Know it. I wanted to discuss this income quadrant and the next slide, number 6. But I'm just going to skip. Should I skip it, or I just talk about it briefly? Since I've talked about money and this, I'll just talk about it just briefly. You see, you want to move from many of us were on the left. We want to move to the right. Okay? In the left is linear income. In the right is what? Residual income. So in the left, you have the first quadrant. There is the employee, where 100% multiply one income. So 100% of you, one job equals your income. So most of the time you go to your work, it requires 100% of your time, 100% of you, in order to generate income. Did you understand? Now the next, no leverage there. You're trading time for dollars. Did you understand? Trading time for dollars. The next quadrant is when you move to self-employed. When people start business, the first level where they mostly are is being self-employed. When you hear somebody say I'm self-employed, that means that really I'm not an employee, but I am still working as an employee in my own business. Did you understand? That means it's still 100% of you. You are the HR, you are the accountant, you are the marketing person, you are the sales rep, and you are the one that will even still sit down and do the job. There's still no leverage there. Did you understand? You are trading time for money, starting over every day at 0. There's nothing there because you are not leveraging anything. It also requires, if anything happened to you, the business die. Did you understand? It requires you, 100% of you. You know, and many businesses start that way. You have a braiding store, for example. You braid, okay, everybody come to you to braid their hair. You are the only person braiding. You are the only person sharing business card, and all those things. You're the cashier and everything. So nobody else. So when you are out, the business is out. All right. I'm here this weekend. Whether as I'm here right now, if I have business, that means my business is closed. Did you understand that? Yeah. That means my business is closed. I can't do anything. So that is that. But even though this is good a little bit, because now you move to being self-employed, you have a little leverage. No, you don't have leverage, but you have flexibility in some way. I'll talk about that later when I talk about why you should do business. But you need to go. This is where you're really in business, where it is just 1% of you, and you have 100% of other people working, and you're generating income. You are leveraging on other people in order to generate income. You see, one of the master leverager in America today is the CEO of Amazon. He can say, listen, quit your job, I'll give you. He said, quit working and we'll set up a business for you to be delivering packages. You don't understand that? They hire so many people and they even set up business for you. They do all those things. Why? What they're doing is that they're leveraging human resources in order to make more money. The more packages they can deliver as far as it's concerned, the better. And it's going to need more people in order to do that. So they started setting up some robots to be working in the factory, and I say, you go and start delivering packages. So you leverage on people. Now you need to write this down. People equals profit. You see, when my business was here, when I have to be the one to call people, talk with customer, have to be the one to design, have to be the one to do all the work, I was stuck. I wasn't making money. But when I moved to this level, man, everything changes for my business. Everything. That's when my business was able to make the first 6-figure income. Everything changes. Now I have like 9-11 people work for me. So as a result of that, things change. Because now I leverage on people's skills, team, together, and that really shoots up our profit. I'm able to focus on what I do best. I like talking to people. I just like building relationship. If mommy and I were talking, we look like we are not discussing business. It's like we're gisting, we're talking. Because that is my strength. And by the time we're done, I'm asking her, okay, how is the deposit going to be done? And she said, oh, pastor, look at you. With all this discussion we're doing, you end up with money. Because every discussion has to close with a deal. So as I'm building relationship with you, I know we're going to close with a deal. Somehow. So I focus on my strength, on building relationship with my clients and all those things. Then the rest of it, other people take care of it. Do you understand? And I continue. So my responsibility moved from just being this to a proper CEO, a business owner, where I go out, build relationship, get businesses, and train other people to do the work. Even sometimes, even better than if I was the one doing it. Alright? So that place there is leverage, because you leverage on other people, you leverage on time, you leverage on a lot of things. You even leverage on system. As soon as I move here, I'm able to put system and structure in place for my business to run effectively. We have a project management software. We have other things that get our business to work smoothly and well organized. Did you understand? Why? Because of that. Now, the big place you want to move to is here, where money works for you. Which is more of what we've been talking about, investment, right? When money begins to work for you, and that's where you will have passive income. That's when you become an investor. Your business is there. Even if you have a job, you can move from here to here. Did you understand? Because you can move some of your money you are getting from massive employment. Maybe your income is high, and instead of you saying you have a big income, instead of you saying now is the time to go and buy a mansion, why can't you just remain where you are and use the extra money and do this? Your children will thank you. You understand? Do this, and this money, whatever is coming from here, can go and buy the mansion now and do something, because this money you're putting here is now yielding income for you. And you're not doing much. The person that I say, 9 million or something, say it's $25,000. You can put it in stock market and you just sit down. The money is bringing money to you. No? So, that is, what? It's not all the time. The thing is, I'm not, there's profit. People who do. People make a lot of money from stock markets. You don't understand? We make a lot of money. I don't have to start sitting in stock market. So what we do is doing something different. But you can actually invest in stock market and automate it. Automate it in the sense that I don't want to go into discussing about stock and all that here. So.
Next month, we are bringing people who will teach you how to invest in stocks. So, as a follow-up, me, I'm going to talk about next month, people are actually coming. They will now help you to invest your money in stocks, in your bonds, anything you want to do. Pastor is opening our eyes for the people who help you do this stuff.
That's going to go more into that.
That would be great. Yes. So take all of that I mean, you can, because I already talked about what you can do with your money. So this is one of them. Alright, so today I'm going to focus more on business. So I'm focusing more on business, and even stock or investment is the kind of business as long as it brings in profit. But the difference between business and stock is that you are involved, your passion is involved, you wake up every day with something that you love to do. Did you understand? Wake up with something, in fact, I love what I do. Did you understand? I love what I do. I'm feeling fulfilled in what I do. Sorry, my computer keeps shutting. Alright, so let's quickly move from here. Reason you should do business. Reasons you should do business. Number one, you become a creator. We're talking about creating today. I talked about it when I started this class, the first session. You see, your business can change the world. You see, Steve Jobs and his friend, they started in the garage. Look at where they are now. Look at Apple. I bet they didn't know that it's going to be so big like this. Started like they are passionate and they want to create something. Facebook started from a dormitory. In college, Harvard. So look at what Facebook is now. You ever been to Silicon Valley? Look at the massive land that they have. All over the world. See, this same social media thing that we use. This young boy started it from nowhere. Look at where it has become. You never know. When I was starting my publishing company, I never knew it is going to be this way. I just knew that I have a passion to create something. And anytime I see a book that we have done, I say, wow, I created that. The joy of having to create something when you start a business and you see what you have done working is amazing. Who is in that slide? Can you move it to the next slide? Number two, which is critical, wealth creation. You create wealth through businesses. If you have 4 to 5 job, 8, 9 to 5 job, you're not creating wealth. Oh, sorry, I thought so you're not creating wealth. The best way to create wealth or to eat the fruit, the wealth of the Gentile, as God intended it, is actually to have a business. You see, the kind of profits you get from business. No employee, you see, you go for a job interview and they say they're going to pay you $15 per hour, $20 per hour, and you stay there. In business, you can move, you can navigate your way. You can have a deal that is so huge. About 9 days ago, I received a call. And in just that call, I only have to do something for 4 hours and I made an income of almost $10,000. And it required only 4 hours. Call few people and we close the deal, and everything within 4 hours, over $9,000. It is only in business. Who will pay you, let's say $10,000 divided by 4 hours? Which, which regular employer will pay you about $3,000 per hour? That's an average of $3,000 per hour, more than $3,000 per hour. It is only in business that you can create wealth. If the Bible says you will eat you have the wealth of the Gentile transferred to you, it can only happen in business. Did you understand that? So to create wealth, you need to do business. If you don't want to leave your full-time job, think about business that you can do, that you can begin to make deal in one way or the other. Did you understand? So to create wealth, it takes that. There's some things that that you can make. You see, in business, there are people when they say somebody is a billionaire. You know how much is a billion? This person is a billionaire. Then they say the person is worth $12 billion this year. That means that it can earn $1 billion on an average a month. And on average a month, that means how much money, how much million per day. Do you understand what I'm talking about? These people are wicked. How are they making that kind of money? It's only in business that can make that money. % of billionaires are business owners. 80% of millionaires are business owners. Those who are not business owners, among them, the remaining 20%, they are really like top high CEOs that work for other company, but they also have kind of share in that company. Did you understand? But 80% of millionaires are business owners. Now, 100% of billionaires, no exception, are business moguls. So, there's no reason you tell me that you're a billionaire, you're an employee of somebody. No. It doesn't work that way. Why? Because to create wealth require for you to create something. And business is that way. Number 3, which is one of the things that motivated me to business, prosperity for the future. The business you create today, you can leave it for your children, your family, and Walmart. The guy is not here now. He's not alive for a long time. The business is still here. Family is not in it, and they're still making money. Steve Jobs died. How many? 3 years ago? Apple is still alive. Did you understand? For tax benefit. Now, okay, this is one of the reasons why some business people like trouble. Whether you know it or not, if you are employed, you can't claim much from taxes. But don't get me for that. You can consult your CPA for that and all that. But I'm telling you, the truth is, there's so much you can waive if you have a business. Even if you have a full-time job and you have a business by the side, you can waive. You can just write off a lot of things. None of things from taxes. A lot of people this year didn't get a lot of money back from tax return because of the changes, right? You understand that? There's somebody who got like 7,000 last year, this year got $500. He said, what? Yes, that's what you get, $500. But if you, for example, you have a job and you have another business that's running, you can write off a few things. So businesses take advantage of that because we can write off a lot of things. Praise the Lord. So I usually have 10 points with this. I reduce it intentionally to 5 so that we can move forward. But these are very, very important ones that you can hold on to. What is business? Business is a venture to provide valuable products and services with the intent to do what? I wanted that to be loud, that profit aspect. To make profit. I heard somebody was sharing, it's not charity. Business is not charity. There is charity if you want to do no for profit. That is different. But if you set up business, you set it up to make what? Profit. And God is the God of profit. We have already seen that, right? I talk about it, at the talent, and I'm still going to talk about God of profit. God is the God of profit. But the thing is that you have to provide valuable products and what? And services. You understand? When you're in business, what are you selling? Do business till I come. Do buying and selling till I come. It's either you're selling a product or you're selling a service. Valuable. I like to use the word valuable. That means you are providing value. What is the solution your business is providing? It is very important that you know the solution you are providing and the problem you are solving, because that is your value. So what will this your product do? What will your services do to make profit? The intent is to make profit. And I said entrepreneurship is impact plus profit. Both of them must go together. A lot of people say, I'm not doing this for money. Anytime people say that, I will just laugh. I'm not just doing this for money. I just want to help people. When you are helping, make profit. Because it's a matter of time, you're going to be tired of helping when something is not coming back to you. We're not wired that way. Praise God. I know why I that way. So, for entrepreneur, you are making profit, you are providing value that is making impact, and at the same time, you are making profit as you do it. Did you understand? I have some pastor that I call pastorpreneur like me, that I have a pastoral ministry, and I actually do business. I've met a lot of pastors who want to do business, but because we are so emotional, I want to help people, because pastors, we are helpers, and they don't know how to make money. So I have to have several pastors that I coach through that. Because even myself, at the point I had to go for some consultation, some coaching, before I get to where I am. Because to switch from being a pastor to have two heart of, you're pastoring and you're doing business. Because when somebody comes to sit with you, to consult with you for business, it's different from counseling. It's different from counseling, Don't mix it up. It's different from giving biblical advice. Okay? It's different. So I have to know how to wear two hats. So if you come for me for business, I put proper, we do it properly. If there are paper to sign, you sign. It's not because you're talking to pastor. We judge this down. If it's money to exchange, we exchange money. And I shake your hand and say, thank you, God bless you. And I provide, I deliver to you. Did you understand? That is business. Okay? And don't tell me, and he called himself pastor. I am a pastorpreneur. I have business. I have business. Did you understand? I'll deliver to you and give me my money. Did you understand? Make profit. When I did my first book, my second book, and we did book launching, and they come and say, oh, Pastor, what did you bless book launching? We did, what is the proceed from the book launching going to do? I say, it's going to feed hungry children. I say, I have 2 of them in my house. All right, next slide. God of profit. I love this scripture. I want you to hold this scripture tightly to you. Isaiah chapter 48, verse 17. Thus says the Lord, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. I am the Lord your God, who teaches you to what? Profit. What is that? Teaches you to profit. Who leads you by the way you should go. When he leads you by the way you should go, he's leading you in the way of profit. Teach you to make profit. You see, and I've seen that all through the scripture. When David arrived in the camp, and they say, oh, they couldn't approach Goliath. He said, what will be done to the man who defeats Goliath? Why is it going to be done? He was asking for profit. I'm going to do it, but what are you guys going to give me? You understand? What are you guys going to give me? They say, oh, if you do it, we'll give you the wife, we'll give you the daughter of Esau for wife, and this and this. I said, okay, I'm ready now. That's deal. Let's make deal. You see, when you're in business environment, it's different. You think of the value you're providing and the profit you're going to take. The value you're providing, if I'm providing much value to you, I want to make much profit. If I'm providing much value to you, I want to make profit. If you're telling me to do something for you, and it's going to benefit you, how is it going to benefit me? Don't be selfish. You don't understand? So you need to understand and let that ring into you're providing value. And there are some of us, you have been providing some value free of charge. You already know those areas that people call you for all the time. Maybe it's now you need to become a consultant in that area. Package it as a business. Because you have not mentioned it to them as a business, that's why. But now when it's a business, you start making money. It's one of my friends, he says, I can do this, I can do that. I can help you do this, and will give me all kinds of ideas. I said, why don't you just put this together as a business? So you have to help me with that. Then he signed up into my consulting business, and I consulted with him for 3 months. Now he's making massive money from that. Turning your passion into profit. Very important. All right, let's go deeper. Everybody say deeper. Okay. So I'm just going to run through this next one. All you need to start your business today. And when I use today, I mean it's weekend today, maybe it's Monday. But it's easy, and you can even start today. Like, have a product or service. We talk about business is providing valuable products or services. You have a product or service that you're selling, you offer. Why not? When I did this, there's this simple thing I showed in California, one of the church that I went to do presentation. And that my friend always liked to dress nice, and everybody will always ask me, why did you do that? Your tie always. Do you know that he packaged that as a business? Now, the tie, the same kind of tie he uses, he ordered them in wholesale. You understand? And everything, accessories that we use to dress himself, and everybody will be asking. In this last RCCG convention, he was there. They have their own booths, himself and his wife. The wife likes selling jewelry because she likes putting nice jewelry on. Everybody will be asking her. Now she's doing business. She has traveled all over United States. They are doing women conference here, that's here, that day she will go and showcase her product. She's making so much money. They say, Pastor, it is your seminar. Your seminar when you came last time, it opens our eyes. Everybody keep asking me about my fashion. And now they put everything together as a business. They have their business card. It's as simple as that. Did you understand? Have a product or service. Have people who need or want your product or service. You say, who are the people that need it? Who are the people that is going to benefit? Reach out to them. Have a means of collecting money. Very important. Have people say, I can do this for you. I say, how do you pay you? You have to be able to answer that question as quickly as possible. And paper should be your friend. I always say that. So those three things are very easy. Very easy. So, shouldn't I register my business? When I started my publishing company, I started doing book before registering the business. Did you understand? Only say you have to register the business first. Alright? So let's talk about, Pastor, how do I generate business ideas? I want to do business, but I don't know what kind of business to do. Number one, pray. Pray about it. Really, when I started desiring to do business, I started praying. I said, God, what kind of business should I do? I prayed about it. I seek the face of God. You know, Jeremiah said that he will show you what you have not seen before. Call upon me in the time of trouble, and I will answer and show you great and mighty things that thou knowest not. Did you understand? So in the place of prayer, God will begin to show you what you can do. Because there can be so many ideas, but which one can you do? Which one will be profited? Which one will lead you to your promised land? To your wealthy place? So make sure prayer becomes the number one key. In fact, sometimes when you even have some idea that come, pray about it. Number two, start thinking about your true passion. What is your true passion that you want to do? What do you want to wake up to do every day of your life? Without anybody forcing you to do it. Even if they don't pay you for it, you're just happy doing it. What you want to wake up to do every day, that can give you a clue. And don't be jumping around. I've seen people, they have the nomadic mindset. Nomadic mindset is the mindset of today you know them as accountant. Tomorrow they say, I be know your nana. Before you finish knowing them to be the lawyer, they say, guess what? I am selling jewelries. They are all over the place. Do you know those kind of people? Oh. So find out what your true passion is and connect with it. Next one, be curious. No, don't go to next one. Be very curious and open your eyes. Curiosity. People who gain a lot of business ideas are very curious people. Looking intently into something. You see, because some ideas can be hidden in another idea. Some business ideas are hidden in another business idea. I will tell you how it works. You can have somebody who have a certain kind of business, and you look into that business and say, you know, if we had this person is doing well, but this business can do better if there is another component that is added to it. And you now begin to think about that component. And you borrow this person's business, bring that your own component into it. And then wow, it's another dimension. Did you understand? Because some ideas are innovative ideas. They're not like you are trying to bring something new that is actually I don't believe there is anything new in this world. The Bible is correct, saying there is nothing new. There is nothing new. In fact, your idea that you think is new is unique. It's just unique to you. Maybe somebody else have it somewhere that is already operating. Yes, and you are wasting your time and hiding it and keeping it. What are you keeping? And you are keeping it for years. Some people are already making money from it. I don't want people to steal it. Listen, we're in information age. Information is everywhere. Did you understand? So stop saying, some people will come in, can you do patents for it? Can you do copyright for it? Can you do this for this? I said, stop wasting your time. Just go and do the business. So I'm keeping it. I don't want somebody to steal it. What are they stealing? And you're sitting there, you're trying, every day you are trying to do it, and you have not done it. So be curious, open your eyes, and begin to see what other people, if you are very curious, you begin to see what other people are not seeing in other things. And you can, something that somebody is doing, you can see another idea in that and repackage the same thing. I mean, I've been taxi every time, but Uber sees something different in this IT age. Uber don't have any car anywhere. They only have a system. And now they become multi-billion-dollar business. 56 billion. In how many years? And all over the world, including Nigeria. Yes, now. Yeah. My sister-in-law, I said, listen, we need this clothes in US, and you need to help me deliver it to this person today. I mean, the only way she could do that as quickly as possible is to get Uber. Take it to Lekki, deliver it to the person in Lekki, and take Uber back. Everywhere. So what are you talking about? There have been hotels. You know that the money how many of you know Airbnb? The money Airbnb is making now is more than what Marriott is making, or Hilton, and they don't have a building. All they do is to look critically and say, you know what, we can do this different. Everybody use app these days. Say our app, we can use your house. Use my house, use my extra room in my house. Anybody can come there, sleep overnight, and go and pay me. Yeah. Cheaper than hotel. Do you understand? So do your research. Find out what is trending. That's another thing. And I'm going to go into that in detail. Because what you need right now is to generate business ideas. Find out what is trending. It's very important. Now, most of my businesses are generated through what is trending. I keep moving with the trend. They're moving with the trend. Because if you don't understand what is trending, even in the business that you are right now, if you shut yourself through trend all over the world, guess what? You are on your own. I mean, it's just a matter of time. Nobody cares about you anymore. Check what is here. Make your research. Go to Google. Find out what people are checking out. What is ranking high on Google. Go to Amazon. Check what is the best 10 books on Amazon. What are people reading? Did you understand? Go to Google Trending. That is Google Trending. Google.com/trending. Go and check what are the keywords that is trending in business. I don't have time. There are some things that I do in detail when it comes to coaching and consulting and training. That is one-on-one that I can't do. But this is to stimulate your heart to know what you can do. Did you understand? Now, let's go to the next slide. This I just added. That is why you see it that way. What is trending? Number one. Now, this is what I want to tell you. That's what is called new economy, right? Have you heard of new economy? Every 50 years, there's a new economy that is built out. There was a time we were in agriculture economy. That everything is about agriculture. Then we went into industrialization. That it has to do with big machine, manufacturing, and all those things. Manpower. We're looking for manpower. Everything is that we're looking for manpower. There's nothing like looking for manpower anymore. That season has passed. We are now in computer technology age. IT. Digital age. Okay? Yes, if you miss it, and that's why another thing I want to say, every one of you, if you have children, you have to focus them on this stuff. You have to focus your children on this stuff. No, stay right there. Yes. E-commerce, for example, online retail store. Most stores are you ever wondering why stores are shutting down? Why Walgreens said they are closing how many thousands of their stores? Why toys are not shut down? Are you ever wondering why we don't have a lot of Barnes and Nobles anymore? Why? Because it's convenient. You sit in your house, order stuff, and it arrived. E-commerce. Why you keep moving? What's going on? Just leave it there. It's fine. Because e-commerce, the age of Amazon, eBay, all these people, you shop online. The school support my children, I don't have to go running around in the store and looking for this with list and everything. I just go. You know, I miss getting it in the school package. So I just get their school list, go to, I went to Target and I order all their stuff and it arrived. I don't have to waste my time going to the store and walking around. You know, actually I get my 12-year-old and said, listen, this is your own list, order it yourself. And I'll put my credit card and buy it. So we do, you know, online retail store. So do you know the other, jewelry store I was telling you that my friend started, they have e-commerce site for it. How many of you have visited you're on social media and you see the shoe shining like this telling you, hey, buy me. You see that? Are you seeing it? And you click, you say, wow. That's e-commerce. You can start an e-commerce business. Do you know that? I have 2 e-commerce businesses that are selling big time. Now we're talking about having, you can have business in Nigeria and none of your family members know that you have a business that is existing. And when they say, he didn't hire me, she didn't hire me. I have business that nobody knows. They don't even know that it's my name that is on it. E-commerce. Very, very key. Very important. Okay? That's one thing that is trending now. People don't go to the store anymore. They buy online. Did you understand? I'm coaching somebody through our 90 days program. By the way, I do a 90 days coaching program for those who are starting new businesses. I'm able to know what you want to do, or we're able to generate a business concept for you, and we're able to follow up within 9 days to launch the business. So he wants to do art, African art, fashion design, and some artwork. So we're able to put it. He wanted to, before meeting me, he wanted to get a store. I said, you don't need a store. So we need to do all this online and get social media rather than making the business local, you make it global. Instead of you going to be paying 2,000, 3,000 in one store, and there's only few people that will stop by, we put it online, and we put an ad on it online, and now the guy is generating so much massive income. Now, number 2 is what I call share economy. We are in share economy. If you have something to share, share it. And then including information that you have, that you think nobody needs. If you begin to share the economy, share what you have with other people, you begin to have more income. People need some information that you have, but you are not sharing it. So that's where Uber came in. You know, I have a car, it's sitting there, and I don't have money, I don't have a job. Oh God. How many people in our church, they come, they say, I don't have, I say, you have a good car, go do Lyft. Go do Uber. Up to tomorrow, they thank me for it. There's a guy that have a 6-figure job right now. He got that job through doing Uber. I told him, go and do Uber. And he picked up the guy and said, oh yeah, you know. And this guy was asking, what else do you do apart? And he said, I don't do anything else. I'm actually looking for a job. I said, okay, wow. Will you be interested? Somebody just get fired. Not knowing that this person he was talking to actually is the HR director of the whole company. And I said, give him a link and say, apply for this job. He applied. Somebody else interviewed him, and when they called him, they say he didn't get the job. So he called this man back and said, yeah, they didn't give me the job. He said, okay, never mind, go and apply for the job again. And they now called him for interview. When he showed up for the interview, was the same guy that he picked up that interviewed him and gave him the job in an oil and gas company. You know, sometimes you say, I'm sitting down and folding my hand. Why are you folding your hand? Think, do something. You see, these are kind of other businesses that you can do. Uber, Lyft, Airbnb, and all those things. They are there as shared economy. You know, people share bicycle these days. You also hear of is it Zipcar? Zipcar that you is what?
Zip scooter.
Is it Zip ride?
Scooter.
No, it's Zipcar. It's different. This one is subscription basis of car. You know, I can travel from here to New York, and I ask them. I have a subscription every month that I pay for, and I can choose any car that I like anywhere, anytime. And they just give me the car and I drive. I can choose, oh, today I want to go for a wedding. I need a different kind of car. Did you understand? And they deliver that car to me, use it for 1 week, give them back, and I'm paying per month. Just like the way you pay car notes. It's a business. Did you understand? Share economy. People, now you can rent wedding gown. Instead of that wedding gown, you use this one, it's become useless. Go and do business with it. You know, this is a wedding gown. So think share economy. And some of this economy, you don't have to have it. You can set up, if you're a very high-tech person, information tech person, digital person, you can look at some critical thing and say, okay, you know what, I can have an app that will have people sharing haul or sharing things, and they, you know, there is this other one that if people are traveling, you can carpool, right? You know, there's somebody that come up with that idea. So you could go, okay, I want to go to Denver, for example. You check anybody carpooling to going to Denver that you can carpool with, and you just pay the person, you know. So you can also think about an app or something you can build that can get people sharing. We're also in digital marketing, social media environment. No, you see, people don't watch the TV anymore. Don't try to watch TV a lot. Did you understand? Then go to social media. Those days, I really want to be on TV. Actually, I was even talking with one of my friends how he can be shooting my video, and I want to post it on social media every week. So I think we did 1 or 2 episodes, and boom, Facebook Live came along. I said, God, thank you, Jesus. And it was free. Now I didn't have to pay the guy. I just go put my iPhone, hello everybody, you know, and I share. my thought. Recently, I go on Facebook Live and I did series on how to publish your book, how to write your book. As a result of that series, I've got people call me and, are signing up book contracts with me. Did you understand? I share what I know and they call me back on social media. See, a lot of people want to watch. Why? Because they are always there. They're always there. Waiting for me to sell to them. So we are in, you see, most businesses are investing more in social media and digital marketing. Why am I talking about this? Think about what you can do around these things. Fortune 500 companies are paying so much money to having social media experts. Hire them to get their brand out. Video marketing, content marketing. You can write blog. You can build a whole empire on blog. What is that lady's name in Nigeria? Linda Keji. This lady has house in Banana Island. Make massive income through blogging, just gossiping. And people love it. Yes. My mom, 72 years old, she's going to be 73 2 months from now. And people on YouTube, they talk nonsense. They just be gossiping about other people. That's what she listens to. And she will tell me, this person, they are making money. That's what they are doing. If they don't do that, they won't listen to you. You won't listen to them. So what can you do? You can do makeup. Go on YouTube. Did you understand? Go on YouTube. Gain attraction. Let YouTube start sending check to you. Because they're playing hard through your video. Digital. Number 4, information technology. This is the new economy. We're in technology age. If you don't know that now. We're not in industrial age, we're not in manufacturing age, we're in this age. So I'm saying this because you can begin to think about where your ideas can come from for good business. Next slide, please. Wow, time is fast gone. Can we finish by 1 o'clock? Okay, let me quickly run through this. Method of getting into business. Number 1, you can have an idea and say, okay, I have this idea, I have enough of money, Okay, let me just start from something. You can say you start a business from ground up, from scratch. I want to start this business. What does it entail? How much money to put into it? And you start looking for markets, you start looking for customer and all those things. That's where most businesses start that way, but it has more high risk. Did you understand? Than starting that way. You must be an entrepreneur in the good sense of it. Did you understand? The good sense of it that you can manage your emotion, you can manage risk, you can be confidently go into business and talk to people, you can invest more of your time and know what to do. So this but it can yield more to you than you can ever imagine. Did you understand? Number 2 is buy a business, an existing business that is already operating. By the way, that's what some of you can do if you have money. You can save money to say, I want to have a restaurant, for example. Maybe rather than go and start from fresh, from scratch, you can just buy one that is already operating. They already have a customer, they already have an account, they already have people coming regularly. So you have cut so many things that you have to do. So it's low risk, but the only way risk can come is if you don't do your homework well. You have to make sure that you involve lawyer or accountant to look at their book and make sure that they are not having any case in court or there's no liability, because if you buy a business, you also buy the liability. Make sure that the business is doing well, the person is not selling it because things are going down. I mean, you can buy a business that is going down if you feel that you have what it takes to keep the business ongoing. Did you understand? But most people say business, maybe they are relocating, or somebody die, or divorce happen, and or they just want to do something else. Did you understand? They sell. Or they just want, I've done this business alone. And this is one of the reasons why you should start business. Even if it's small business and you're growing it, you can grow it to a point and you say, you know what, I've done this business, you can sell it, cash in on it. You understand? And do something else with it. That's why I built multiple businesses. You understand? And I can sell one of them anytime to do something else. My wife said, the kids are growing up, the day is coming, they're going to go to college. I said, don't worry, I'm going to get something to sell. So a franchise. And this is one of the ways that a lot of franchises are coming up now. People are really buying into franchise. That's me. A franchise is a business that's already trusted, a system is already in place. Did you understand? And they send the brand to you. Okay, but you're still paying like franchise fee for using that brand. And McDonald's is a franchise. 7-Eleven, all those people, they're franchise. A lot of franchise. In fact, if there is any business area you're looking to do right now, there are a lot of franchise in that area. You can just say, you know what, I'll just buy franchise. Why? They already know, but make sure you buy a good name franchise. Don't go cheap on franchise, because you can buy a franchise that is not well known. And that is not doing anything to you. Okay? Buy a good name franchise. They are nationwide. They advertise on TV. Have you heard of this mom at home? You see it on TV. Mom, is it mom? No, it was recently I realized that I used to think that they are like nursing home or something. No, they are not. It's just that they have, a service that they sell, and it's a franchise, and it's very popular nationwide. So you want to think about something like that. That you know that they're marketing for you and it's generating lead all the time. So all those will involve money. Even starting from scratch will involve money. But what I often tell people, start small and grow it. Start small and do what? And grow it. I'm personally from the school of starting something and growing something. Did you understand? And growing. So, next slide. Yeah, this is that philosophy there. Start small, start prepare. Prepare in the sense that, as an entrepreneur, you need to prepare for anything. If it's good, good. If it doesn't work, I prepare for it. Did you understand? Start good, be on a good faith, have knowledge, have all the information that you need. Start, if possible, start free of no's. Because, if you take no's to start, for example, you take no's to start and the business didn't pick up the way you expected, you are still burdened with paying the loan back. And also you are still actually investing in the business. So you want to make sure you drive the business first and you see that it's working before you start taking loan. Very important. And interest come with loan, sometimes massive interest. Next slide. Business structures. There are different business structures I want to quickly talk about. Sole proprietorship, how many of you know what it is? One man business, what does that mean? What?
So basically when you own your business, you own, so you work and you are employee and employer is the same person. So, like you own a business, it's a small business.
It's kind of, but that's not the exact. You remember one thing that is.
It means there's no shield.
There's no shield. Very good.
Entitled for the liability and the.
Yes, that is it. You are entitled for the liability. You and the business, you are one. The same. So if something happened to the business, if the business go bankrupt, you go bankrupt. If they sue the business, if they sue you, they sue the business. Did you understand now? So there's no shield, there's no, you and the business, you are one. Okay? That's what is it?
And doing business as.
Yes.
It's the same person, but doing business as.
Yeah, you're the person, but you're doing business as Cornerstone Publishing, or you're doing business as Mr. Beast, you're doing business as, so it's you. That business is you. But I tell people you can start this way, but make sure if it's a business that carries a lot of liability, don't start this way. Somebody says, they're starting the daycare, so you can't start a daycare like if a child fall or something happen, you're going to be in trouble. There's life involved, right? So there are some businesses that you can start this way that doesn't matter if you don't, like my publishing company started this way. Then when I started, dealing with 30,000, 40,000, dealing with a lot of money, a lot of people ordering books of 3,000 books and all that, and I start working with bigger people and all that, I have to change from that. I just started from under the table to go in public. So I have to change to limited liability company, LLC structure. Did you understand? And the business is in its own, my life is on its own. If you sue the business, let the business take care of itself. And the business has its own lawyer and everything. Did you understand? To defend the business. Now, that doesn't mean that there can come be some LLC that is you. Did you understand? It depends on which state that this is paying the tax purposes and everything. But you need to know what is applicable here in Colorado. Alright? The same thing with corporation. So we have S Corp and C Corp. All those things are just different by the tax implication. Did you understand? But when it gets to business structure, I would say talk to a CPA about it. Sit down with a CPA and ask what kind of structure will work for me. Did you understand? And not for profit. That people who have passion for something, not necessarily that they want to make profit, but they want to do a cause. Okay, I want to feed the hungry. I want to do that. Now, some not-for-profits are really business. There is not-for-profit does not mean that there is no business operated through it. That's not to be business. You still operate it like a business. The only difference is that you don't make profit. At the end of the year, you can't say, all the board of trustees, let's share the money. You cannot do that. Did you understand? You can't share the profits. Okay? Because it's not for profit. But you can be paid as the one directing it, and the salary can be decided by a trustee of the non-for-profit organization. Does that make sense? So you can start it and still be paid, but it has to be a salary, not by profit. Alright, next one. We're running. So I have all these tips. If you like, you can leave your email, or the church has emails, and you can send this to everybody. Tips for building your business. You start a business, it has to be built. Number one thing that you have to do is that have a vision for your business. Don't just start a business and start running around and talking to people and starting the business. What is the vision? Because what is going to make your business last is what vision. When I started into business, I said I don't just want to build a business, I want to build a good operating business. I don't just want to do a business. You see people doing business and they're just doing business. I want a business business that is structured. I want a business that is systematic. I want a business that is, anyone coming to it, they know that this is not just those kind of business by the side, by the roadside. It's a corporate business that I can talk to you at any level. Did you understand? That is the kind of business I have vision for. I have a vision for business that people work in my business, that I pay them salaries. Okay? So you must have a vision. Do you want people to work for you? How many people business you want to be? How big do you want the business to be? Do you want a business, a multi-million dollar business, or you just want a business that, okay, as long as we are all okay? Did you understand? Have a vision for your business. And you can even build a mantra for the business. Like my own mantra for our business is above and beyond. You know, to just guide me that any service you want to render, we are going to go above and beyond. Number 2, define your ideal market clearly. Who are the people? The reason why most businesses fail is that they don't have a vision. Number 2 is because they don't know who their ideal market is. Your business is not for everybody. You must know who the business is for and target those people. If you are selling diapers, for example, I'm not your market. I'm not your market. I have children. That doesn't mean that they wear diaper. So don't just say that, oh, my target market is for parents. You have to specifically name those kind of parents. And then when you know them, you now follow up with them because they have problem and you have the solution. When solution and problems come together, a sale happen, market happen, and business happen. The reason I may not buy from you is because you are not my feet. So, and that also help your marketing strategy, because now you are not investing market anywhere. You focus on those who need your product and services, and that is where you can start good deal. When I started my publishing company, I don't focus on any kind of people. I focus on only pastor. If you're a pastor, my money is in your hand. You are my business partner, and I'll tell you why you have to work with me. And this is what I will tell you. I say, Pastor, you preach every Sunday, you have a content. If 20 people are blessed by that message, there are 20 million people out there that will be blessed by it, and the only way you can do it is to put it in the book and sell it out to them. Does that make sense? Look at us, our market to you. That's our market to pastor. I said, you can't afford to allow those send a message that can bless the whole world to die with you. It has to go viral, and we have to publish it. Great are those who publish it. That's what the Bible says, right? So, define your that. So I targeted pastor squarely. I'm not care about. Now we have other people, top leaders, business people doing book with us, but my very focus were pastor, and I was making good income through that because I know their problem and I can service them well. Next one is have basic marketing items and online presence. Have business card to be able to introduce your business. Did you understand? Okay, I have my business cards here. Can you ever give it? Pass it. Okay. So I have basic business card. I have correct business card, and when people hold it, they don't want to drop it. Did you understand? And they can remember you. Now, have online presence. Most people these days, they want to do business with somebody that have a website. They feel that you are credible if you have a website. And now, even website is not enough. You have to have social media presence. Is there? Are they on Facebook? Are they on Twitter? Are they on Instagram? What are people saying about them? So invest in that when you're starting your business. When I started my business, the first thing I did, I have a website and I have a business card. For my publishing business, that is the same business card I have from first day that I started my business. And I have a website. You know, social media page, logo, and all those things. Make sure you have all those basic, items. Invest in them. It may take $1,000 or so, but make sure you have them. Number 2 or number 4? Number 4 now. I'm actually talking so much about how I do my business, how I started mine, and I'm giving you a tip. Focus on word of mouth. If you don't have a lot of money for marketing or TV ad or this ad, word of mouth is the best. And I always say there are 3 kinds of market. There is hot market, hot market, warm market, and cold market. When you start your business, you must first focus on your hot market. Hot market are those, your family and friends, people who knows you, people who are connected with you. So I've started a business. Even if they don't need it, maybe they know somebody who needs it. And that top person that needs it, that they know, become your warm market. I know you, you know somebody that knows, that needs what I have. Did you understand? So when you exhaust your warm market, then you go for cold market. Cold market are people that you don't know at all, but you still need them. Because in one way or the other, if you are able to get one person that just contact you from nowhere because of your marketing promotional system, and they get to you, and you do a good job for them, you never know, they probably will open you to a new market entirely. I have seen that happen to me. You know, there's a cycle in my business. Now recently, I got a call from somebody who did a very good business with me. Was because one of my employees had worked with him before, and he called that employee to do